The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been branded as grifters by a top U.S. talk show host over their feud with Spotify. They have also been slammed as pathetic and irrelevant by a retired judge, with a former presidential aide warning Harry, "In America, nobody cares what you think." The onslaught follows speculation the couple may ditch Spotify, with whom they have a $25 million deal, after they hit out at COVID misinformation being spread by fellow podcaster Joe Rogan. In a scathing attack, Fox News talk show host Tucker Carlson, whose nightly program boasts the largest cable audience on U.S. TV, said, "That annoying fake Duchess from LA and her brain-dead husband threatened to walk unless Spotify muzzled Joe Rogan. But they're not going anywhere." These two grifters have a $25 million deal with Spotify for essentially no work. So far, we believe they have produced just over 30 minutes of content. That means these two have been paid about $1 million for each minute of talking they've done. That's a good gig. It's too good to leave. On a show called The Five, on the same channel, host Greg Gutfeld said, "They're a bunch of deadbeats." One guest, retired New York Judge Jeanine Pirro, described them as pathetic and irrelevant. And Dana Perino, White House press secretary under George Bush, said, "In America, nobody cares what you think." Yesterday, Rogan was in hot water for a separate matter and offered sincere and humble apologies after footage emerged of him repeatedly using the N-word on his hit show. The comedian, 54, said it is the most regretful and shameful thing he has ever had to speak about, but stressed the clips were taken out of context. There have been reports Barack Obama and his wife Michelle are planning to join the Spotify exodus. Started by veteran rocker Neil Young, it has since included Joni Mitchell, Stephen Stills, Graham Nash, Nils Lofgren, and India Arie. Rogan's podcasts attract more than 11 million viewers most days and as many as 200 million downloads a month. Spotify CEO Daniel Ek last week backed the streamer's biggest star during a meeting with investors, in which he said, "We don't change our policies based on one creator." Spotify has said that it is placing content advisories ahead of any podcast episodes on the streamer which discuss COVID. These refer listeners to a fact-based hub with information from virus experts. After the outcry over Rogan's show, a spokesperson for Archie, the organization founded by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, said, "Hundreds of millions of people are affected by the serious harms of rampant disinformation every day." A spokesperson for their foundation, Archie, revealed that its co-founders have been fighting against the spread of false claims about the pandemic on Spotify for a while. Their statement read, "Last April, our co-founders began expressing concerns to our partners at Spotify about the all-too-real consequences of COVID-19 misinformation on its platform." The statement closed, "We look to Spotify to meet this moment and are committed to continuing our work together as it does." Though the royal pair are hopeful their efforts will result in a positive change, British journalist, and frequent critic of Markle and Prince Harry, Piers Morgan wasn't so optimistic, via the New York Post. In Piers Morgan's most recent piece for his New York Post column Piers Morgan Uncensored, the 56-year-old shared his take on the Joe Rogan controversy. Morgan reveals that he regularly listens to the Joe Rogan Experience and labels it a brilliantly freewheeling, wide-ranging, sometimes combative, always fascinating series of conversations with people from all walks of life who hold all manner of opinions. Aside from using his column to defend Rogan, the political pundit ended his piece with an attack on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Morgan began by accusing the royals of attempting to suppress Rogan's civil right to free speech. He then said, "I wouldn't trust Meghan Princess Pinocchio Markle, who last year pressured UK company ITV to fire me for calling out her lies, to make me a cup of tea, let alone preach to the world about truth and honesty." After calling Markle and Prince Harry hypocritical, he urged Spotify to end their partnership. Morgan closed, "Spotify should do us all a favor by tearing up Meghan and Harry's contract and giving their money to Joe Rogan for more of his shows.